Uplift is a data-driven tech startup that aims to improve social connection. First, let's take a look at the people that will make this happen. My name is Reid. I'm an architecture master's student at ASU. Within Uplift, I champion the vision and foster business relationships with our stakeholders.
My name is Nguyen. I'm an Aerospace engineering master's student at ASU, and I facilitate Uplift systems engineering.
Our third teammate is Jonathon, a recent ASU computer science graduate that programs our ideas into a reality. Uplift is faced with the challenge to combat the elevator dilemma, a universal feeling of tension in a confined metal box of awkwardness. Here's the scenario. As you step into an elevator with a stranger, your hands become a bit clammy, you pretend to stare at a phone that has no service, looking anywhere but at the stranger beside you. Seconds feel like minutes, and the only thing captivating you is the passing of the digital floor display.
Put this in perspective, we waste a lot of time waiting in elevators. In fact, the average person will spend 2 months of their entire life in an elevator. We did a case study in a Tempe apartment building that revealed the average elevator ride to be 24 seconds. When we calculate this out, elevators are in use 14.5 hours of the day. We also surveyed residents in Tempe B about elevators. From this, we collected 3 testimonials. Awkward is the default for an elevator. I pretend to stare at my phone even though I don't have connection. And I would feel more encouraged to interact in an elevator if I was prompted. An additional 20 residents widely agree with these statements. Apartment residents and property managers need a way to turn the awkward silence and disconnection often felt in elevators into moments of comfort and connection, because these everyday encounters shape how residents feel about their community and influence retention, well-being, and belonging.
Uplift helps residents in student housing overcome awkwardness and isolation in elevators by offering an interactive screen experience that sparks conversation, builds community, and connects them to local events and businesses. Our first feature is a daily prompt relevant to current events to gauge opinions on viral topics and encourage residents to talk to others sharing the elevator ride. Our polling or survey feature has a variety of potential use cases. Polls can help apartment management build their communities through engaging event promotion. It is also an interactive gateway to affiliate marketing, and the data collected from the polls' responses help shape their business's operations.
Value proposition is shared between each of our major stakeholders. Apartment management receives insights on community improvement based on resident engagement. Local businesses can market to captive audiences and get data to shape their business. Lastly, the resident connects with others in the elevator and has access to local promotions. Our business model will comprise of 3 revenue streams: installation, subscription, and affiliate marketing. As we're still in the development phase of our venture, we have not finalized the pricing for each of these revenue streams.
As Uplift grows, we plan to expand our reach into elevator spaces worldwide. We envision the implementation of our software in any environment subject to awkwardness or isolation. We want to reimagine what these spaces in between really look like, whether that's in a metal box on the surface level or in a metal tube 30,000 feet up in the air. Why not use these underutilized times to foster connection and collect data for communities that we live in order to thrive? Tablets in elevators exist. Captivate, for example, focuses on advertising to captive audiences. On the other hand, Uplift adds social connection to captive audiences. Building Link is another market competitor that focuses on managing buildings, not people. Uplift leverages our generation's reliance on technology to connect to one another. Where are we at now? We have been working on our prototype that we are currently developing to be ready for full integration. We have created connections with people from each stakeholder group, including students, property managers, local business owners, directors of grassroots organizations, and ASU residential living leadership.
For our next steps, we are seeking $5,000 to install our device into a residential building for a 1-month pilot. Within this pilot, we intend to discover the flaws of our design and work to perfect Uplift for its final implementation. After the pilot concludes, we'll be seeking an additional $15,000 to officially integrate Uplift into an elevator for our first customer. $5,000 of the $15,000 will be used for hardware, installation, and maintenance, and the remaining $10,000 will be used to secure intellectual property and create a framework for Uplift to be a profitable business.
We are 3 college friends that push each other to be the best versions of ourselves possible. We are determined to be the change that we want to see in the world and have a hunger for success. Together, we unite engineering precision, technical creativity, and human-centered design, exactly what's needed to transform elevators into true engagement hubs.